Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Tonight, Javius and I, and whoever else wants to join us, if this works, are going to take our trucks across Nebraska and into Colorado for the first time, because Nebraska just got released today. So, too poor to afford Nebraska. Ooh, that sucks. I know how that feels, because that's where I'm. That was like my last $10. I'm there with you, brother. I probably shouldn't have afforded Nebraska. Let's see here.
I'm gonna head over to the pickup spot.
Okay, I'm coming. Just like you, I went the wrong way. I'm not even sure what to expect with Nebraska. I just know that it seems like it would be very flat, and they have what are called the Badlands, and I don't even know what those are, but apparently they're lands that are not good.
In Nebraska, you have Badlands?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought that was Dakotas. I mean,
you do also there.
Directly north, but
you do.
South Dakota is north of Nebraska. Anyway, to anybody in the chat, your window is 90 degrees to my left, and I'll crash more than Arthur if I pay attention to the chat. So if there's anything critical, Arthur can relay it through voice.
There you go. Let's get out there and see what we can see. Things are looking sort of flat already.
It's looking like an industrial park right now.
That's right. Like so much of America looks in the middle section. Slight rolling hills, freeway abutments are the highest pieces of ground you can see around, and truck stops of America signs. Oh, this is right here.
It is.
Iquos Power.
Looks like Norfolk Southern.
It does. It does. It's the stallion. Yeah, I've been there, Gator. Trust me. I know. It's been... The next couple months are going to be pretty tough. But hopefully it'll get better towards the end of summer for us. But I know what you're saying, man. I've been there. Poor Gator. Now, interestingly, they had yours around the back. Mine's right here.
They knew I could handle the tougher pickup spot.
Yep, starts on Saturday. I got 2 weddings in a row. One in Columbus and then one in Cleveland the following week. All right, T. And I am ready. Go ahead. You can go ahead and I'll follow you. So we got the Norfolk and Western team here. And once again, it is an open convoy for anybody that wants to join. So, oh, that's cute, Gator. I'd be shocked if my high school principal was still alive at this point. They'd be in there, probably in their 90s. Mrs. Kamenovich. Actually, the year oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your story.
No, there was no story. That was it.
When I was testing earlier, I tried the new version of the T680, and I was like, nope, can't do it.
How come? You like the old classics?
I do, but I didn't like the way I didn't like the exhaust sound.
Yeah, it's pretty subdued.
I love the digital mirrors.
Yep, I love them.
That should We should be able to put those in everything. I hate the fact that I get 4 Packer engines, 1 transmission. The amount of options, unless there was an option pack that I was to buy.
So here's the thing with the truck is you can't. There's no manual transmission with it. It's all automatics. They're all 12-speed.
In real life.
Yep.
So.
Underside pumps.
It's not the amount of power that I like to put in a truck for driving convoys.
Right.
That's all I ever do on this profile is drive the convoys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm driving. I'm driving the automatic right now. I'm not using it as a stick shift. But I'm using the 680. I don't know if you saw. I was using it.
Oh, is it?
There it is. I like it. I mean, it's new, so I'm driving it because it's the newest truck.
I
But
didn't mean to trash your.
No, it's all right.
I did drive it for a job, and then went to build one out.
Oops. Sorry. I don't know. How do you stop so fast?
Me?
Yeah.
I wasn't going very fast.
I kind of might have bumped into the back of you.
I didn't.
Check your cargo.
About to lose the red light underneath the visor, so.
Edit.
Huh, funny. That's usually what happens to the people that follow you.
That's right. I think I probably have my brake force set slower than you do.
Mine's set pretty low because the way it's comes stock out of the box, I'm like, that's way too grabby.
Right.
Way too unrealistic.
I think I might have backed up a little bit though after I hit him. I don't know. I'm not sure. Did I say hi to you, Beavertown? By the way, hello.
I didn't feel anything.
Good. All right, so here it is. We're on the freeway in Nebraska, and we're going all the way across the southern route. Oh, is that a Thunder Chief F-105? Jawa.
I didn't see it.
How fast are you going, man?
65.
Okay, I'll never catch you now.
We got a light load. See, this is what happened when you put an undersized engine in your brand new truck with an automatic transmission.
I know. I'm always behind you guys anyway, so.
I just dropped it down to 60.
Thank you. I'll get there eventually. The one thing I know about Omaha steaks, Omaha, Nebraska, is Omaha steaks. And they are good. What do we know about Lincoln, Nebraska? I see an airplane taking off. There must be an airport.
There's lots of Air Force bases around here.
Oh. That's possibly a military plane then, huh? It's a big one.
This is why the Chinese are buying up so much farmland in places like Nebraska.
Oh, God.
All adjacent to military bases.
I heard about that. And we're just letting them. Psycho.
Well, if you can believe what I read, what I see on TikTok.
Lincoln, Nebraska is not where they make Lincoln cars. That's so funny.
Maybe Lincoln Electric, the welders.
Nope. Lincoln Electric is in Cleveland. That's their headquarters.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know. It sort of does because electricity kind of sort of started in the Cleveland area. So it makes sense that they would be there. Thomas Edison, I believe, was from Milan, Ohio. And my family had a farm on Richmond Road on the east side of Cleveland called Greenwood Farms. And Edison built a dynamo, and the dynamo house was actually on the farm, behind the house. on my family's farm, and it powered. It was a test to see if it would work, and it powered the house, the local school, and several other houses in the neighborhood. There's actually I forget what the name of the park. It's something. I think it's just GE Park. General Electric has a huge park in Cleveland, where it's like their headquarters facilities, and Lincoln Electric is also headquartered on that side of town. They have a giant windmill. Oh, you son of a! They have a giant windmill. No, Menlo Park is
California.
Yeah, it's not.
But
That's
if it's an actual park or a town,
right.
the town is in California.
Yes, and he did move to California. He did not stay in Ohio, but anyway, there was a lot of things that went on. I think Graham was from Illinois. I think Alexander Graham Bell.
Wright brothers were from Ohio.
Yeah, Wright brothers were also from Ohio. So it's interesting because that we have this huge Lincoln Electric windmill. I mean, it towers over. You see it for miles, and it never runs ever because there's just not enough wind in Cleveland. They were like, "Yeah, it'll be great." And they have it. I've seen it run. Maybe I used to work a couple miles away from it, and I drive past it every morning, and it was never in operation ever. Just once in a while they turn it on. I think maybe I saw it 2 or 3 times in the years that I worked there. So, well, you're seeing it. It's flat. I'm interested to see what the different, I want to be able to go up north. I'm hoping we get a job that'll take us to one of the northern cities. This one, we have to go all the way into Colorado, though, and so we'll have to go out and come back. Oh, you son of a...
If we were going faster, you would have missed that.
I don't know.
Hey,
Grand Island. Oh, go ahead. Is there a big lake out here or something?
I'm not a Nebraska expert.
I don't know anything about Nebraska.
Well, 5-0. I watch a YouTube video of a farm or YouTube channel as a farmer in Nebraska.
Okay. So a lot of farms. And once again, I apologize. This is my peak allergy season. It's kicked in already. So I am struggling. Okay.
What do we got?
I'm struggling to breathe at this point. I'm sneezing and coughing and wheezing, and I'm on my meds, and it's bad this year. So are you doing any World of Trucks? Oh yeah, we're doing the World of Trucks because we don't have any of the cities unlocked here, so I couldn't get any jobs. I started in Omaha, but it doesn't matter because we didn't have any jobs available. So, well, there's a little lake, so maybe that's where Grand Island is. It does say Grand Island right there. And Red Cloud.
All right, we're gonna bump it up to 65.
My gosh, that's hilarious, Louis. Okay.
Now that you caught up to me.
Yep. I can't drive 65. The traffic makes you swear, Red Alpha. See, I joined tonight, but you had allergies are worse than yours. Oh no. I'm sorry, Cameo. That sucks. A HEPA face filter. Did I get the sports? No. Since I really could care less about sports, I'm like, that's a paint job I don't have to buy. It's like the one DLC I'll never have. Are they actual sports teams, or do they just say like sports? Is it generic? Either way. Nah.
Oh, for anybody out there who's considering buying the Nebraska DLC, I went directly to it, and the price was just a little over $10, which I was pretty happy with.
That's not bad.
You can buy a Plains pack. Come on.
I saw that.
This guy got in front of me and slowed down, so I went around him and then he moved.
I saw that. Well, that was pretty cool. The archway. That's neat.
So, as I was saying, the Planes Pack will give you a discount on every DLC in the Planes Pack, which I already owned them all except for this one. But it still discounted this one another $1. And after I purchased it, on the special, the extra window that pops up that advertises, I think it's the midweek specials, maybe it's the weekend right now, whatever. They were selling it for $4.99.
Oh.
So look around on the Steam page before you buy it if you're interested.
Yeah, you might be able to get it for $5. The road rage. It's hilarious. You took your car for an oil change and they broke your oil cap? How do they... Yeah, that makes me nervous that they probably cross-threaded your oil pin also.
Well, the oil cap's plastic, though. A lot easier to break that.
True. Oh my God, Louis. Thanks, Louis. Louis just gifted me the sports paint pack. Now, next time we drive, I'm going to have to put a sports paint pack on it.
Don't worry, I won't be following you for that.
You didn't see that Just the Great Plains thing. Yeah, isn't that funny? It's cheap.
Oh, SCS isn't in the United States. That's why they haven't rushed out the Iowa DLC.
Wait, I'm sorry, say that one more time.
If SCS was an American company, they would have rushed out the Iowa DLC so we could all join in on the Caitlin Clark fever.
That's funny.
No pun intended.
No pun.
The team she plays for now is called the Fever.
Oh, I didn't get that. So I don't even know who that is.
That's all right. I'm a little ashamed that I know it that much about the WNBA.
Is that I was just going to say, is that female basketball?
Yeah.
Because they seem to do pretty well. Oh, wow, that's cool. There's a Wersch. Wow, that looks like Ohio. There's those all over Ohio. Half dried up riverbeds.
Do you want to stop for this?
Yeah, we probably should. I don't really want to pay $10,000. I got to get around the Tesla, though. It's going to be a hot stop. Woo-hoo-hoo. I don't remember what my button was to turn on the...
I tried to give you plenty of room.
There we go. All my stuff just fell off the dashboard. You did. It was nothing your fault. So, what do you think about buying... I got some news today that might change our financial future in the next 2 to 3 months. So, buying used cars, what do you guys think about a slightly used Subaru? I know that they have issues later on in life, but what do you think? I hear a sigh of hesitation.
Describe slightly used.
I'm looking at under 100, so probably like in the 60s range, 50s range. So it would be.
I personally wouldn't, but I'm
Okay.
kind of stupidly particular about vehicles.
I just, once again, I'm looking. I would say I'm looking more like in the 50,000 mile range. They're one of the few. They're one of the few companies that makes a station wagon that is a stick shift. Volkswagen makes one too, but I trust Subaru over Volkswagen. Go ahead.
If you're okay with having to do head gaskets at 100,000 miles,
That's what you have to do is the gaskets.
It's a known thing with the Boxer engine.
Okay. All right. So, here's North Platte, by the way.
And you don't have enough snow and hills to really need I mean, you were fine with your Kia in the snow.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. It's more about we have kids, we got dogs. I need to be able to carry stuff around in the back. And having a trunked car was a pain in the butt. I love the car, but I've always had hatchbacks or minivans, and so I really miss having that hatchback. So I'm looking.
Minivan.
Ah, man.
Useful thing you've described.
I know.
Look. Get your eye-thrilled driving enjoyment off your PC.
I know.
Drive something practical that makes sense.
Yeah, I
and you can
suppose.
afford. Or buy a 200,000 mile Toyota or Honda minivan and buy a motorcycle, and you can have all the fun you want on the motorcycle, and then you have something to drive the family and the dogs around in. Passing.
I'm like I'm not even. You got out of the station way faster than I did.
I'm doing 60. Well, I forgot I have the performance model.
Yeah, and I'm also climbing the hill and losing speed as I climb, so.
I thought there weren't any hills here. It's Nebraska.
It's a big, slow hill. This is pretty, though. It does remind me of Missouri, so we got a lot of comments on that. Newer Subies don't have, well, that's true. They don't have as much trouble as the old ones, right? Okay, so at 100,000 miles, a Subaru is going to need a timing belt. I mean, that's true of all cars, though, isn't it?
No.
I mean, if they have a timing chain, no.
Not
but
one with timing chains, they don't need it.
Yeah, but now how many? You got to really research that. The Kia Soul does. The Kia Soul's got a chain. That's why I like the Kias, because they all have that. But then again, it's an interference engine, so if you have a problem, then you have what I had, where you blown engine. Let's see. Suspension issues with the WRX. I'm not going to get WRX. I love the WRX, but it's too small. Yep. So timing belts. Now, does your Pilot have a chain or a belt?
I don't know. I got 60,000 miles to worry about it.
What'd you buy it with 40 on it?
Oh, 30.
All right.
I put about 10 on it in the last year and a third.
So once again, I'm gonna say something probably very unpopular, but as a big fat guy, I don't like Honda. I don't. Oh no, are we? Oh, brother. Yeah, you're right. I got to get over this. I think we're almost all the way through the state already. Blinked and you missed it. They should have called it Blinken, Nebraska. Sorry.
No, my big fat wife doesn't like Hondas either.
No, I borrowed my friend's Accord, so not their small car, but their middle car. And I took it up to Cleveland today and back. And by the time I was done driving it, I'm like, I get me out of this car. My knees hurt. Everything hurt. I'm just like, this car it's designed for smaller people. It just is not comfortable.
Well, I am not a small guy.
You can pass me again. I'm sitting at 60.
I don't think I'm quite at your height or weight, but I thoroughly enjoyed my DRV.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I really enjoy my Pilot.
Right. And I was uncomfortable in the Pilot for sure. And that was the big one.
Yep.
You said, I'm trying TR. I am trying that. I don't even know if it's necessarily the fat. It's that my knees are just banging into everything in the cockpit all the
Why
time.
did my cruise control not set? That's because I didn't press the set button.
A double cab Tacoma or a new camera. There you go. That's because 44 lives in Louisiana, so he needs a rock crawler with. I don't think they even have rocks in Louisiana. It's all mush.
Am I clear to you?
No, you're about halfway. And now you're slowing down. JBS.
Well, I'm looking in the mirror because
Is it? Are we down to one? I'm on
we are
the.
now. We are now because I'm all over the place.
Have you been drinking again? All right, now you're clear.
I thought I had set the cruise and I hadn't. And then I'm looking in the mirror, looking at the dashboard, looking at the road, and I'm not anywhere on any of it.
Yeah,
I know what it's like to drive behind you.
the Corolla. That's the one thing that I like about Kia. Every Kia that I've been in, I'm actually like, hey, this is really comfortable. And the Hyundai Sonata too. I fit in those cars. I don't know why they do a better job making them comfortable, but yeah, my old Sonata was super comfortable. I just fit right in there. The new Sonata that's broken that I have, I fit right in. It's super comfortable. The Forte, I was super comfortable. I get in the Honda, I'm like, ugh. I get in the Corolla, and I'm kind of like, it's comfortable once I'm in it, but getting in and out, like I'd have to grease my legs to get it. It's like just ridiculous.
Well, a Corolla is not really going to provide you the vehicle that you are describing.
Say again, the Corolla is what?
The Corolla is not really going to be the vehicle you were describing.
No, correct. No. I've had a Corolla, though, so I owned one for a couple of years, and I loved it, but yeah, the Miata, oh my God.
You're going to have to melt me down and pour me in.
I can get in it. I just don't know if I can get back out at this point. I had to drive a Miata a couple years ago for my son Mark. It was the C model, which is supposedly the largest one, and it was a harrowing experience. Route 6. Sterling, Nebraska. That's pretty up there. I mean, that's a golf course, it looks like. Wow, I'm driving off the road. They've really paid attention to detail, it looks like. So that's pretty cool.
That's something surprising for SCS?
No, they do a good job. And here we go. Getting out here, we're starting to get into where you can see it drying up. So, yeah, there are badlands in Nebraska. Look at that sky ahead of us building up. That's really cool. There was like 1 or 2 clouds this morning when we left, and now they're starting to. So yeah, this isn't bad.
Clouds, or is it the mountains?
No, those are clouds.
Well, since you don't like Hondas, then look at Toyotas.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to look at either. Probably, I would definitely have a Sienna minivan again. God, I had 2 Siennas. Yeah, I've had 2 different Siennas. One I bought pretty used. I think it had 120,000 miles on it. We ran it up to about 250, and that thing was about done when we got rid of it. And then we got the newer one, the one that Micah has, and it was so nice.
Right lane blocked.
Yeah, minivans are super comfortable. I probably should just get a minivan and shut up. Dang it, I had so much fun driving that car. And then maybe someday I can afford like a little sports car to park in the garage and then drive it once in a while. But not have to worry.
The only reason I'm like harping on that, dang it.
No, you're right though, because it makes the most sense.
It's like
you got it, Kaimel.
I'm trying to what's the best financial, you know?
Yeah, everything's going to cost about $20,000. That seems to be, just from what I've looked, no matter what you do, anything used that's lower than 80,000 miles is about $20,000. So now it's weird. I must not have had to stop.
Did you come through behind me or did you pass?
There you go, Red Alpha. No, I came through behind you because I thought I had to stop because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, we had a bunch of fire trucks this afternoon.
I'm going to have to drive super slow because it's uphill.
That's right, Cameo. No, I would probably go again and just get another Oh, I saw that there were updates. Yeah, I saw the updates today. I probably just need to suck it up and get another Toyota Sienna.
Which Pilot were you in? The one with the square body, or the
Yes,
newer ones with the round?
the biggest one that they made when they were making them big.
I don't know if mine is any bigger or smaller than
The new ones are a little bit
this
smaller.
body style. Really?
They started small, like an extended CRV. Then they made them really big. That's the one that my mom had, and then they came back to us a little bit smaller again, and that's the one that you probably have. But
the Ridgeline truck, the new Passport, smaller version, the Pilot, and the Honda Odyssey they're all the same product with a different body on them.
Right, yeah. See, this one looked like the Toyota 4Runner. It's that one.
Yeah, the square.
Yeah, it's the big one. Yeah. I love the way it looked. It had leather seats. It had a sunroof. Like, it was a really nice truck. It was so uncomfortable. Like, literally, my knees were screaming in pain when I drove it. And I don't know why it does that, but his Accord did the exact same thing to me. My knees were just like, I'm like, get me out of this freaking car.
To adjust the seat?
Yeah, I had it back all the way and leaned back, and it's whatever it does. It's just how they're shaped.
All right.
And my
geometry thing.
Yep, and it's just, and my knees bang against the like where the stick shift is, whatever they call that, the transmission hump or whatever. I can't follow you. I got this car just cork blorked me.
5.
Yep. Oh, I agree, Gator. Oh, there you go, 44. Well, we haven't had a bear in this area for a while, but there was one like a couple months ago on the other side of the area, like miles away from here. But yeah, I think maybe that's why it is, Gator. Well, for one thing, like, okay, so like Jeff's Accord, for example, even with the steering wheel all the way up and out, I still have to bash my knees into the car to get into it. Like, I have to like crush my knee under the wheel. It takes me like 2 minutes to get in and about 4 minutes to get back out because I have to like wrestle my way out of the car. Okay, I think we're in Colorado at this point. Because I can see the mountains, and that's something you see for about a half an hour, but once you get into Colorado, it takes about 20 minutes of driving before you start seeing the mountains, and then you see them. And so we are approaching Denver. Yep, here we go. Heading towards Grand Junction, and I think it's going to be all that way because we have still quite a drive to go. And then we'll come back to Nebraska in the next episode. But yeah, I mean, Nebraska's kind of like I thought it would be. But there's little nooks and crannies that are carefully taken care of that make it nice. It doesn't make it... The nice thing is it doesn't feel like... In real life, driving through Nebraska, oh my God. Like that trip we just took would have been like 12 hours or 10 hours, something like that. It's insane. So we just did it in like half an hour. And so it's much more enjoyable.
A lot of gently rolling corn farms.
Yep, it seems to be what it is.
They're almost hypnotic. Trying to put you to sleep. We're
Right.
merging up here.
Okay, it looks like we're heading towards Colorado Springs.
We're headed towards Denver.
Denver is north of us now. It's behind us. We swung. The road to Denver went to the right, and we went left.
We got a problem, Houston. We got 3 slow trucks in a row.
I see that.
And I'm losing the right lane.
Javius just goes into the shoulder. Oh.
It's paved.
All right.
I guess I'm going to have to slow down and wait for you to catch up again.
Nissan Rogue. There we go.
The Sport or the full Rogue?
I don't know. He's saying he's got 300,000 miles on his. Holy crap.
That's That is impressive. My wife has a Rogue Sport, and I cannot stand it.
Wow, I love Colorado. Yeah, okay, so we're on 70. I think we're on 70. Because that looks super familiar. I remember seeing that going up the mountain. That's probably Vale, right? Or nearing Vale.
We're getting off here, and there's a truck in my way.
Oh, we're going to take 40? Oh, that's right. I think we're going to Steamboat Springs. Okay. So we're not going to see Vale. Because Vale's... Yeah, maybe that was Vale. I just remember going this route when I went to Aspen. But now we're leaving it, so... Oh, this is so pretty. It's a 2011 SV model, Javius.
2011 is the... Yeah, there wasn't a Sport and standard Rogue at that point. I'm pretty sure it was just Rogue.
That's a good question. Are these new vans all going to be CVT transmissions?
Not in a Honda, it won't be.
Oh, they don't do CVT?
They do a CVT and a CRV, but in the Odyssey, anything the big platform is all 9-speed transmission right now.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
9-speed automatic. But I had a CVT in my DRV.
Yeah.
And I was really leery about it at first, but
It's not that bad.
it was, well, my wife had a CVT in her Nissan Sentra, and that was a very not fun experience. But in my Honda, it wasn't bad at all.
Now, what was bad about the experience?
It didn't seem like it was programmed very well, so it was like never shifting or changing gear ratios where it should be.
Okay.
It was very loud.
Dark Spectre's asking.
I didn't like the way it drove at all.
Okay. Yeah, my Corolla had a CVT. I remember I used to talk about it on the channel where when you accelerate, it's like... Like, that's how it accelerates.
It was slightly
What the
better
heck
than
is going on here?
What?
You idiot!
Oh,
Morons. They just stopped and started backing up.
nice. It wasn't me.
I'll just drag him off the road with my trailer. Yes, it is, Dark Spectre.
It wasn't as bad as that Ford dual clutch.
Oh, the DCT?
manual
Yeah.
thing that I've.
Those are even worse. Yes.
That was horrible.
Those go bad all the time, too. Kia's doing that. They're getting them. A lot of people don't understand how they work, and they end up burning the clutches out on them. Because people like to creep in traffic, and that kills the clutch. So they do those dual clutches, and then they creep in traffic, and they're like, my transmission went bad at 3,000 miles. It's like, yeah, because you're driving it wrong. Come to a stop, keep your foot on the brake. When it's time to go, press the gas.
So I had put tires put on my Pilot the other day.
Yeah.
So they're like trying to sell me an alignment. I've just been looking at my tires. They're wearing nice and evenly. I don't need an alignment. So
Right.
then they come back and they're all disappointed. Oh, your brake pads look great. You got plenty of wear on them. There's no need to do anything there. But to keep them good, you should do a brake fluid flush.
What?
That'll keep your brake system running good.
What?
I just looked at her and was like, I have that kind of stuff done at the dealer, thanks. It's like I specifically chose tires that this tire company doesn't even keep in stock. They had to order them from another company before they could put them on my truck. If somebody who actually does the research and knows what they're talking about enough to buy the tires that I bought,
Right.
don't try and scam them on the brake fluid flush. I'm
Um,
not saying that it doesn't need to be done at certain intervals, but don't tell me that that's what keeps the system. That's what'll keep my brake pads good.
Right. Oh, I hit the differential button. Whoops. I bumped that. There you go. 27 to 28-year-old diesel pickup. Most likely K Tigris. There we go. Oshkosh, Wisconsin has a huge prison. I've never been on this route before. I don't even know where you are. I don't see you anymore.
I'm going through a hairpin. That's why.
Oh yeah, you're one turn there. I see you now. I'm still on the hill coming down towards you. I did not know that Oshkosh had a huge. My son's in Fond du Lac right now, which is just south of that. That's where we stayed when we went to see EAA. Oh. There you go, K Tigers. The EAA is the big air show.
I haven't seen an air show in forever.
What does it stand for? What does EAA stand for? There you go. Experimental Aviation or Aircraft Association.
When I was in the Navy, we had an air show every 4th of July at my base.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they have we get ours is Labor Day weekend is the Cleveland International Air Show, starring
And
the Blue Angels. I think it's the Blue Angels this year.
we had the Blue Angels or the Thunderbirds every year.
The
Them
Thunderbuds.
names.
Thunder. Sorry.
So the hangar that my squadron was based in was built in the 30s to house rigid airships.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have one of those in Akron.
Yes. Oh,
The-
I think I've seen the ones in Akron. My
Yep, it's pretty.
grandfather worked there.
It's pretty cool. It's huge.
So the one for the rigid airships is even larger. They would give you balloon rides inside the building on the 4th of July weekend. And you could fill a hot air balloon, take it up 20 or 30 feet off the deck, and then bring it back down.
Jeez.
But they had, what do they call that? They just call it the line at an air show? Where all the spectators are
Oh yeah, show center, but
Yeah.
that's that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They call it like I forget
They had all the spectators.
the flight line. That's what they call it.
They had all the spectators lined up parallel to the flight line, but along the same. It was parallel to our hangar,
Okay.
which was like 7-8 stories high, maybe bigger.
We.
And in one of the maneuvers, one of the Blue Angels would have broken away from the group, and they come screaming in over the top of our hangar and over from behind all the spectators. And
Right.
when that exhaust deflects off of, or the noise deflects off of that hangar, like getting smacked in the back. I've never seen that anywhere else at an air show where you get that kind of. We had uh, NASA had a research center. They shared our airfield.
Okay.
It was right next door. So they were actually in testing for the V-22 Osprey when I was stationed
Okay.
there. So we used to see them like tethered down, trying testing the engines and the props and stuff. And
Okay.
but they flew U-2 missions all the time, not like CAA spy missions, but NASA research missions.
Okay.
Had all kinds of cool experimental aircraft over there, and they'd fly during air show.
That's cool.
It was fun.
By the way, I'm stuck behind another truck. I can see you, but this is so pretty back here in the back Colorado backcountry.
Yeah.
I would love to live
For
here.
wildlife,
True that.
I don't even really not even paying attention to how fast I'm going. It's just what it feels right for the road.
There we go.
When my truck does that, it just drops a gear and goes.
Right?
Oh, look at that! I see you on my radar.
I'm right behind you now.
My GPS.
I got this passing zone allowed me to pass the truck, but now we're going uphill. So he's probably going to pass me again because he's empty. I love the F-15. It's my favorite airplane. It's a rocket sled. A rocket sled.
I don't know if I have a favorite. I always liked the F4 Phantom.
Phantom. It's so funny seeing him by a modern jet, like how small it is.
The Marines reserves used to fly Phantoms off one base I trained at before I was in California. And I'd be out walking the dog, and one of those things would take off on burner, come over the highway, and fly over us. And it's just, I could feel the bones vibrate inside my body. Over.
Those things were huge.
Of course, you gotta love the Tomcat. I was a Navy guy.
Yep, Tomcat was awesome.
And the Tomcat was an aircraft that wasn't supposed to exist. That was never... The Secretary of Defense at the time wanted to field one aircraft to serve both the Air Force and the Navy.
Well, for a while, that was the Phantom, wasn't it?
The Phantom did. That served all branches. But the F-111 was supposed to be the do-it-all big fighter.
The Aardvark?
Yep. And so the Tomcat is an offshoot of that.
Oops.
And a much more capable air-to-air combat.
Yeah, for sure.
Plus, when you land airplanes on aircraft carriers, you need different specifications.
Was the 111 a side-by-side, seating-wise?
I don't know. I wasn't an Air Force guy.
I love the A-10.
Oh, no. Okay, I take it back. That is my favorite.
What's that?
The A-10 Warthog.
The Warthog? Yes, the 111 is the Aardvark. That is correct.
The A-10 is so perfectly built for its job.
Yep. Well, it was designed specifically for being a giant flying gun, basically.
And it's just... And it's kind of like a B-52, just impossible to kill.
Yep. Those things are awesome.
Well,
They make good RC... Because they're slow, they make good RC airplanes, too.
Oh, they got huge wing surface for how big they are.
Yep. They got little micro ones. They got big giant ones. Most of them fly pretty well. It's an easy airplane to downsize. There you go. And you know, those cameras didn't get used much. Mostly they were just backup cameras for me. I used
the left turn up ahead.
Yeah, you can wait.
Me?
No, there was a car cutting me off. There you go. Say at 74, you'll be able to choose your own position. Mark wants to go back in again. I'm like, you're nuts. But he'll go in as an officer. I think they're pretty neat. They do work really well, and it's much easier than having to, like, I always know what's going on around me with these mirrors. They're awesome. That's hilarious, 44. They won't let you join. Why won't they let you join? Maybe I don't want the answer to that. That sounds personal. Never mind. Oh, that's, yeah. Hey, Patrick, before you go, though, you got to answer. So remember last week you said something snappy to somebody? Did you, oh, okay, there you go, Louis. Did you get in trouble? I just want to know if you got in trouble or not. Or if it kind of, I'm assuming you probably went and apologized because that's the kind of person you are. But did you end up getting in trouble or? Oh, good. Oh, that's good, Louis. I'm glad to hear that, buddy. I think at my age and my weight, they'd be like, ha, ha, ha. You got like 5 years to live. Get out of here. Or it could be like, they'd be like, yeah, Suicide Squad. You're going in, boy. Right in the front. Ooh, that sucks, 44. Ugh. Yeah, we had a friend, my son's friend, had that happen to him also.
Wow. This is
This looks a nightmare, like a nightmare. What do you think? Oh, okay, that's not too bad. I'm going to go past it. Man, it took us a whole day to get here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys that watched on YouTube enjoyed our quick foray through Nebraska and into Colorado. Colorado was definitely the most exciting part of the journey, but that's to be expected. Nebraska's kind of a flat state, so it's okay for all you Nebraskans. It was.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. It was pretty.
On Nebraska.
No picking. No picking.
Real thing.
No picking on Nebraska. It was fine, but it just I was not expecting it to be exciting, and it was more exciting than I thought it would be. But mostly just hills and corn.
And you know what? You said the same thing about Kansas.
And there you go.
Texas.
Yep. All three of them are kind of similar, actually. In that they're. Wait till you get to the Midwest. Oh, boy. I was with a client who was also in charge of a project that we were on last week. And he's a little bit of a goofy guy and never really been more than just out of his area. He doesn't travel a lot. And he was like, when we got down to Columbus, he's like, wow, it's flat down here.
Oh, you're still trying to park your truck.
Yeah.
You trying to go where I'm at?
No. I'm just trying not to suck. and it's not working.
I'm not sure I can help you there. Look, it's starting to rain now.
I see that.
It'll blur everybody's vision.
Do 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 do. Oh God.
That wasn't the one I wanted.
Do.
Neither was that. That's the one I wanted. What happens when you don't play for a while? You forget all the special buttons.
Good, Patrick. I'm gonna end up dinging it. Yep, hang on. I need to straighten out. I think I'm pushing it into the wall. Oh, I like the new text on the menus.
I've started calling you Lightning McQueen with those tires.
You wanted the white wall tires. I want text on my tires. Alrighty. Show results now. And continue. And drive. All right, so there you go. Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our little foray, like I said before. And it was fun. And now we have delivered our loads. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. And we will see you next time on American Truck Simulator.